Alright, gonna try a part 2 with the gain on. The hum you hear is the house wiring. You see when I get away from the amp. Just gonna test it for harmonics. Got my EQ completely flat, a little bit of reverb, presence full. Bridge pickup. Try it in the neck. I haven't quite found all the harmonics yet. I've only had the guitar for 3 days, but it seems to have good harmonics. The Hot Rod Deluxe is not really the right amp for this guitar, but it's cool. I can't quite get the bark out of it, and this is a really bitchin' amp with my SGs. It's just a little bit too dark, a little bit too loose, and a little bit too muddy for this thing. But you can play around with it and get something else. The next amp I'm going to try is with this and get my Dimebag Darrell pickup, give you a bit more of a modern sound. But that was basically the bridge pickups and the neck pickups and stuff like that. Buying a new guitar, I didn't think I was going to have to, new type of guitar. I didn't think I was going to have to rethink my amp choices, but it does handle effects very well. I will be introducing the Zoom pedal, the Dimebag pedal, and maybe the wah pedal after a little while. I'll try it through my transistor amp, see how it goes. You could tell like this thing is really high output. You could tell that amp, the tubes, it kind of breaks them up a little bit more than they probably like. So these pickups might be too hot for this amp actually. You can kind of hear it. I'll play around with it because it does sound good, but this does not sound as good through this as like say my Gibson sound phenomenal through it. The Jackson sounds okay with the 25.5 scale, but the 26.5 scale seems like it needs something to take care of that low end a bit more. So hopefully, give you an idea. I know probably that's not a metal sound. That's like a blues rock sound, and you're right. It is a blues rock sound for now. That said, I was also playing through the single speaker here, which is it Black Widow speakers? Those are Black Shadows. This is, I think, a Black Widow speaker. I will try it through the Boogie through this. That'll clear it up. I'll see what sounds better. Whether if I disconnect the speaker and just run the 4x, the 4x12s, or run them both together and see if that cleans up the sound. Because this guitar, like the pickups are very clean sounding. They're meant for high gain compression. This amp doesn't compress. So you can't get that sculpted Metallica mid with this amp. So again, it's not paired up with this guitar perfectly, which is too bad. But on the clean tones, yeah, this is really good for this guitar. If you were to play jazz and you didn't care about the distortion, this would be almost a perfect amp for this, for the low end. So maybe what I do is run an AB box and just like for the cleans run this, which would set like really get the tones out of this for cleans, and then run maybe this or whatever. Well, that's the only other amp I got for the distorted. So it gives you an idea. So you go to an extended range guitar, you may have to reconsider your amps. Classic rock amps probably aren't going to do it justice. It didn't sound horrible, but there's a bit of a learning curve, and this is only day 3 with this thing. So, yeah, we'll see what comes out of it. So that's just some of the tones you will get through this guitar. I like these pickups. They are a bit void of character, I will say that. But knowing what they are and what they're designed to do, like for example, the classic 57s that are in the SGs, they're the total opposite. When I was doing that feedback thing, what tells me something about this guitar is it's going to take a lot of high volume very well, because that thing is like, it's a crazy horse. Those SGs, as soon as you let go of the strings, it's just freaking humming away on you, and cool feedback, really lively. This guitar's not as lively like that, so you got control over that. But that's where the pickups, they're darker sounding, but they're also clearer. So what that allows you is to be able to saturate more distortion or gain or whatever effects you're using, without just getting screaming and howling and whatever. So very cool guitar. I like this thing a lot. It's very, very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. It's heavy, but it's cool. Yeah, so also too, I noticed that I'm not sure what picks I want to go with. I've had this Jazz 3 or Jazz 2 pick since I was 15 years old. I'm 50 now, or 49, 50. And I just started using this big torpedo of a pick here. And I... See what I weird sitting down with this guitar, but with anyway, yeah. So we'll see what picks I go with for the 8-string or whatever, just to give you a contrast. Nice flappy pick, and if you want to clean up the sound a bit. And then if you really want to clean up the sound a bit. All right, so anyway, there we go. I'll see what else I can come up with for you.